Our first segment features the Camaro Take 5, presented by Assistant Brand Manager Scott Settlemeyer. In his presentation, Mr. Settlemeyer provides some helpful tips on selling the Camaro and examines the top 5 product advantages Camaro has over its primary competitor, the Ford Mustang. This not only includes feature demonstrations, but also information about where Chevy customers can look for great insurance rates. Once we've wrapped up Camaro, we'll move over to our 2001 Corvette update. This segment includes product highlights on the all-new Z06, Corvette's active handling system, and other features that are new for 2001. There will also be an overview on vehicle production status and helpful ordering tips, and an update on the 2001 Corvette racing schedule. All of this information is intended to help you maximize your Camaro and Corvette sales potential when buyer demand is at its peak. Okay, let's get started with our Camaro Take 5.
Hi, I'm Scott Settlemeyer, and I work in the Camaro brand team at GM's global headquarters. Since it roared to life in the fall of '66, Camaro has stayed true to its brand heritage, offering a family of muscular V8 engines, the road capability rear drive, and styling that turns heads both here and abroad, all at a Chevy price. And after nearly 35 years, it still remains the purest of the breed. Why is Camaro important to you as a sales professional? Well, I suspect you're probably in this business to make money, and Camaro can make you money. In fact, the average gross on Camaro sales is generally higher than almost every Chevy passenger car entry in the lineup. And along those lines, not every dealer stocks or sells Camaro, which means you have less competition from your surrounding Chevy dealers. Camaro also has one of the highest loyalty rates in the GM portfolio. If you were to look in the garages of Camaro owners, you're likely to find an Impala or Blazer parked next to their SS or Z28. So you really want to take care of a Camaro enthusiast. It'll help you sell other vehicles as well. Your Camaro buyers also tend to be the neighborhood car expert, the silent salesperson, if you will, to other neighbors and friends. Camaro enthusiasts are also internet savvy and often visit sites like CamaroZ28.com, SSOA.net, or LS1.com. And word is, these sites are great places to meet Camaro enthusiasts. And as we move closer to the warm weather and Camaro selling season, keep these points in mind and promote Camaro aggressively. And in the process, know how favorably the Camaro stacks up against its competition, especially the Ford Mustang. Consider our Take 5. 1. Camaro is a strong competitor because it offers hatchback and available T-roof models. 2. It offers buyers a spacious interior. 3. The Camaro features composite body panels. Number 4 on our list is insurance. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Insurance? Yeah, insurance. You crunch the numbers and you'll find it could cost less to insure a Camaro than its competition, and that could be a big selling point. And finally, there's engine performance. The power of our LS1 V8 is outstanding. Let's look at each of these selling points in greater detail. When it comes to body styling, Camaro has 2 distinct advantages over the Mustang: T-roofs and a hatchback. Let's start with the T-roof. While both Camaro and Mustang offer a convertible model, only Camaro offers a lower cost alternative: removable roof panels. T-roofs, which are a GM exclusive, offer the safety and security of a coupe model with the open-air feature of a convertible. No other car in the market today, other than Firebird, offers panels such as these. Camaro also comes as a hatchback. And while buyers in this segment don't buy a car for hauling purposes, it's nice to know that the Camaro hatchback can swallow nearly 33 cubic feet of material with the back seat folded down. For example, try putting an ice chest in the back of a Mustang. The trunk is 2 cubic feet less than ours, and even with the rear seat fold-down design, you can't fit it in the back. It just doesn't work. My point is, people may not buy a sports car for its utility, but isn't it nice to know it's there? While Camaro and Mustang don't offer the interior roominess of a sedan, and they're not supposed to, notice how the interior is designed. Everything is placed logically for the driver, especially when looking at shifter location, gauges and controls, etc. Passengers are likely to find Camaro's rear seat to be more accommodating than the Mustang. Now he's over 6 feet, and as you can see, there's plenty of room in a Camaro for occasional passengers. In the back of the Ford, things are just a little tighter. There's less interior room in several key measurements over what we offer. The next point on our Take 5 list has to do with Camaro's composite body panels. Now, you may be asking yourself, body panels? How could they be a key product advantage? Well, think about your target buyer. Think about your Camaro buyers of the past. How many of them were car enthusiasts? How many belong to a car club? And how many take the time to hand wash their Camaros? These are image-conscious buyers, and they're proud of their cars. Owning a Camaro has become a lifestyle to many. In fact, they travel on weekends to get together with other like-minded friends and families. So why are composite body panels so important? Because they resist dents and rust. You see, most enthusiasts want to keep their cars in showroom condition. So composite body panels are a big plus. In fact, the only body panels on a Camaro that are metal are the rear quarter panels and on the hood of Z28 and V6 models. That's it. So all things said, Camaro can take quite a hit. But you'd better not try this on a Mustang door, because you see, on a Mustang, its doors, fenders, and quarter panels are all metal. Okay, let's talk about insurability. Here too, Camaro stacks up favorably. Now, I know there are a lot of you out there who think insurance is a challenge, so let's look at the facts. To the average customer, both Camaro and Mustang, due to their sports car image and high-speed capability, are likely to be more expensive to insure than a midsize sedan. Furthermore, if a driver has a history of accidents and traffic violations, he or she is going to pay more for insurance. But I recommend you check out the web. You see, the internet offers you a lot of opportunities to compare insurance rates using information provided by your customer. For example, you can visit sites like gmacfs.com or insuremarket.com. To use insuremarket.com, first you need to register, and this entitles you to a password which allows you to access the site's services. Because it's password protected, you can also enter your own parameters, and then go in from time to check insurance rates by car and by zip code. Now, the interesting part. In every example I entered into the program, Camaro was less to insure than a Mustang, model for model, driver for driver. And here's a surprise. When I checked out the site, I learned that in my example, the annual premium on a new Blazer two-door LS two-wheel drive would only be $75 less a year than a new V6 Camaro. Now, when was the last time you lost a deal because you couldn't insure a Blazer? The point? Well, some people at Ford dealerships have figured a way to insure people because they outsell us 4-to-1. So insurance is not always the reason we can't sell more Camaros. Check out the various websites and see for yourself. Our last advantage point focuses on engine performance, which is one of the reasons why many people buy Camaro. Camaro's engine lineup starts at 200 horsepower with our base 3800 series V6 engine. In today's program, our focus is on the Corvette-inspired LS1 aluminum Gen 3 engine, the heart and soul of Camaro Z28 and SS. For 2001, we re-engineered the intake and replaced the camshaft, which provided a net increase in horsepower up to 310 on Camaro Z28 and 325 horsepower on the SS. That means that Camaro leads its segment in horsepower. In addition to great performance, the LS1 also gets incredible gas mileage. With the manual 6-speed transmission, the EPA rates Camaro SS and Z28 at 19 miles per gallon city and 28 miles per gallon highway, which is higher than the Mustang GT and comparable to a Mustang V6. And believe it or not, the Camaro is also classified as a low-emissions vehicle. So you get it all. Great performance, great gas mileage, and cleaner air. So there you have it. There's 5 things you can use to talk about Camaro. We also encourage you to check out the Chevy Product Information Guide or log on to www.chevrolet.com/Camaro. Have a great selling season.